Virginia has taken one big step forward in the fight to end distracted driving. Texting from behind the wheel is now a primary offense on our roads with increased fines.
Now, the first time you're caught, you'll be out of $125, and it goes up from there. 10 of your sides, Anita Blanton is here with a special report on the new law and the lingering question, will it work, Anita?
Well, Tom and Nicole, think about all of the crashes that we see or hear about on the roads each and every day. Now, it's estimated that 1 in 4 of those crashes is as a result of a distracted driver. What's quickly risen to the top of the list of distractions, people texting on our phones. We have these wait to text bands I have right here on my thumb, and that's to remind you to stop when you get ready to text. But how much of a reality check do you really need?
No one likes seeing blue lights in your rear view, and now the average 5 seconds that a driver takes their eyes off the road to send or check a text could be all the reason law enforcement needs to send a message to your wallet before something happens that you can't reverse. Today, Virginia becomes the 37th state, in addition to Washington, D.C., to make texting while driving a primary enforcement offense.
Based upon what I have seen, is somebody who's texting will exhibit a lot of the same things that an impaired driver will exhibit. The inability to maintain their lanes, the on the gas, off the gas, failure to use turn signals.
Before John Lee could pull into his driveway from work last year, he had nearly $5,000 in damage to his new truck.
The car was coming the opposite direction, kind of in the center of the street, so I pulled over to the right, thinking he would see me.
He was 2 doors down from his house, and his maneuver didn't work because the driver had his eyes on a text.
When the young man hit me, he struck the truck here on the front driver's corner. It bent back the bumper. It wrinkled the fender.
As costly as property damage can be, it pales in comparison to the price that other distracted drivers have to face, all due to taking their eyes off the road for a message on their phones.
It's not worth it. You'll lose your focus and you can hurt so many people.
Wavy created the Wait to Text campaign to raise awareness, and many other organizations
It's a combination of educate and legislate.
Have been in the fight, pushing for change too.
We were successful a couple of years ago getting it to be a secondary offense, but we know that wasn't as impactful as we wanted. So the push continued.
But Joe Thomas admits there are at least 2 other major components to today's upgraded texting and driving law.
It really does require an adjustment on the human behavior that takes place in a car for it to really be effective.
And police have to actually enforce the law that's now in effect. Now, in 2012, there were 4,500 deaths across the nation as the result of accidents involving a distracted driver, primarily texting, but it's a valid concern. Will police feel like they have better things to do when they see people texting on the roads? Well, tonight, coming up in our next half hour, Tom and Nicole, I'm going to share their response, and then at 6, you're going to see the message, and it's a really important message that a new tool for state police taught me. That's coming up at 6 o'clock.
Yeah, I think we're all so tied to these things. We have them with us all the time, and like you said, you just don't think.
And it's
You only
tempting
take
to
this
reach in
into
that
a second.
console, but you got to keep your eyes on the road.
Absolutely.
Thanks, Anita. We look forward to your next report.